Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. KJ Hamler returning it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Locke into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football?
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. After the turnover, here's Locke. This is the tight end fan. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to Get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They do go for it. It's Locke. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tyre Whitehead on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Block now to throw. No escape for Locke, and he'll go down. Shaq tops it, making his presence felt on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped out, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Broncos' new signee for 2020, Sam Martin, former Lion, on to punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. This is taken at the 23. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
That's a gain of 6. Brings
first carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos nothing.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
27 more.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it.
And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
The score, Panthers 14, Broncos nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with first and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. From the 22, Locke. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That gain on third down, good for 28.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. On second down now, it's Gordon. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Locke. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Well, Christian McCaffrey playing against the Broncos here, and McCaffrey from the Denver area played his high school ball in Highlands Ranch south of downtown. And, of course, Father Ed, a longtime receiver, a very good one for the Broncos, played with them from 1995 until 2003.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Switch. Shoot. Find out.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Bridgewater going to keep it, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Back at the 18-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
On third down, Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
The 45-yard line.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Bridgewater. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. 2nd half action underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,390.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jarrell Casey bursting in to take him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He's got a first down past the 30 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
The tackle made.
The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Block working out of the gun. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. He'll find Lindsey here. Out as the tackle's made at the 15 yards on the pickup there in the drive.
Well, look what we have here. A sustained in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. Working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 1st down. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Just shy of the 45. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's brought down
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And movement by one of the Broncos. Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Check right 21, right 21, check right 21. Watch your slap, watch your slap, watch your slap.
From the gun, block. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Operating from the gun. Block. And he's got his tight end, Fant. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Denver.
Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Makes the score.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more on that one and another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner, 100 yards or more in a game.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Block now on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Gain of 17 yards. First down, Broncos.
Check right 21, right 21, check right 21.
From the gun, Lock. Flushed out right. He'll fire one downfield for... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Second down and goal. Lock. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Okay, game on. Rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Play action now. Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
47-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. From midfield, here's Locke. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. Lock to throw. Got a man. It's the rookie Jerry Jeudy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down. Here's second and 10. Back to throw. Locke. Forced out to his left. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away. Live to fight another down.
An important play right here, third and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Touchdown, Denver.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
McManus's point after is good, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. McCaffrey following the penalty. Big hold to the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. One last shot now for Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael O.J. Mudia. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the